So if you live in a state with no natural shade, you're going to start warming the earth because the sun rays aren't being absorbed. They're just being bounced right back into the air, into our faces. And as somebody that has a genetic disposition to sunburns, to melanoma, to several different kinds of cancers, all of these parking spaces that cover half the state is giving us all cancer. It's giving us radiation directly into our skins, and because we're white, that means we don't have the melanin in our skin to bounce the rays back. I'm a redhead. Irish ancestry, German ancestry, indigenous ancestry. I live in 4 different worlds. 3 worlds, 3 sisters. And the more mixed people I see, this is what Time Machine was. This was the world where every culture is blended together and beautiful. Shut up. Smoke more. Stop being so self-righteous. If you wanted to be a white man so bad, you would have transitioned. And there's a part of you that wanted to stay being a woman because of the superiority complex. Your body made another life from a part of somebody else. You had the rest of the instructions, and your body suddenly popped out a human being, and it only took 9 months. You are the most expensive 3D printer in the whole goddamn world, and you can't make a living off your paycheck. Can we get into your career right now? Career. That sounds like a good word, right? What does career mean? Career field. Remember that video? Yes. When we thought about it, we slur. Career field. Why is it a field? Because you work what you sow what you reap. That's what it is. That's these little phrases that just like make sense and click. That's why we had a goddamn dictionary as our favorite toy. You brag about it as if that's a normal thing, and you're so happy with yourself. And then you realize, oh, they're not smart enough to know how smart I am. They don't even know the word for the people that can read first. And when I'm actually in control of talking with my mouth, I'm actually able to talk. And then when I slur, that is okay too. I like my voice. Right now, I sound like I feel like myself, and I'm just trapped in this white woman's body that I'm not able to actually be who I am. And then I don't love who I am. Fuck, I am already the DNA that I wanted. I got it. I got the DNA results. I finally found her. I found the maternal link to fucking healers, for prayers, for people that been healed. What the fuck? Is the same woman. Like, it has to be the same woman that, like, was out there trying to be herself, and she took on 3 fucking identities when everybody would just learn. All you had time to do was learn, and you were so smart. All of you people were so smart. And now look at your houses, and we make fun of you. We make fun of you, and now I'm one of you. That fucking sucks. I never got a chance to be a teenage boy. I never had a flat chest. I never got to do all of the screamo, sad, fucking hot music that you wanted to do and sound like Tom York. And I've been hurting my voice for years and years and years so I could finally hear it. And you liked Jackie's voice because it reminded you of yourself, your own. You thought of Grandma. When you slurred, you thought of Grandma and her not being herself and the rules that she taught you. When she taught you these rules, she had been raped. She had given birth 3 times. She had stolen your mother's baby and gaslit her until she wasn't a human being anymore. And then she just started treating herself exactly the way that she felt like she needed to be treated. And you're just hurting yourself just like he hurt you. And it's triggering you. Don't use the word trigger. Trigger is like, it was a slur. Everybody was making fun of my real disabilities, my real mental illnesses that were controlling everything about my life. I wasn't able to actually beat up Paul. I wasn't actually able to hit him or scream or tell him I didn't like it or get out of this fucked up dynamic where you were a little girl because that's all you felt like you could be. Could you be feminine when you miss being a little girl? Were you really that feminine? Or were you just a nudist? You were living with these hillbillies that were just lines and lines and lines of fucking cousins. And then look what happens. They come out with this woman that has all of the gnosis. And then, like, I'm inside of her. Look, Osage, Seminole. When I go back and forth on this trail and I'm just reading the names like an obituary, and all of these, like, these little box houses, and you know the song? Okay, I am going to try to sing while I have this voice. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes everywhere, ticky-tacky, made of ticky-tacky. Okay, that sounded good. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky. People don't need testosterone, they just need vaping and smoking and fucking screaming. You know, I just now remembered the feeling of what it feels like when you can talk from your diaphragm. Holy shit, I've been doing a little girl voice for like 32 2 years. 33. Almost 33. Like, should I just reverse my real birthday? That makes more sense. I always thought about the gestational period. I'm gonna have to start talking normal soon. That's why I'm recording this, because I don't remember being out. I don't remember getting all of the angst out of me without some fucking barrier that I couldn't get through to my dumb head. And I really don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I want to go pick up Luna. I don't want to go back to that house, and all I have to do is just stay high to be separate from being in the present. And like, I'm so fucking numb all the time. And you know what one of my theories was that there's souls that are just left wherever they die, and decades and decades and decades of humans and natives and just thousands of years of battles and all of this. There's not a square inch that you can't cross into some other person's life. That little spark, whatever. I just think we get life. We get life from everything around us. And then when we're born, we're just like existing in whatever was convenient, the most convenient vessel to exist in at the time. And that could be like a newborn mouse. I'm thinking of the little mice that I found, and I tried to nurse them, and my dad was just like helping me, and he was like, okay, what do we need next? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna get a shoe box, and I'm gonna get blankets and all these other things. And like, I was having full-blown delusion, hallucination, outer body imagination. There's so many words. There's no English word that just like defines one thing anymore. Mercy is talking a lot. She hurts. The body is hurting. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting my voice back to normal as much as I can. I was asked, like, oh, do I have to? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I have a lot of theories of what's going on with my mind. And because I'm a logical, scientific person, I want to look into trauma. I want to look into DNA. I want to look into my heritage. I want to look into my environment. I want to look into my IQ. I want to look into my scores. And it's like, what am I looking for again? A reason that I exist like this? Okay, well, we just found out. When my brother was diagnosed with schizophrenia, like, I was so scared, like, that would be me. And it happened to him when he was like 14. And he's seen like a suicide victim. He's seen drownings. He's nearly drowned crashing his car in the river. He's been in a car accident with my mom. He went through so much shit that like now he thinks he can just be a normal dad and thinks all dads are, it's just fun. And it's like, well, that was because my dad was really fun. Like, he was a big kid. We would go explore the forest and like go up the stairs and like go find exit built in buildings or whatever. And I wanted my brother, Damon, to also be my dad's kid, so then like he could live with us. And my mom, I'm trying to understand why I don't like my grandmother as my adoptive mom. And like people keep correcting me. Like when my grandma, she started taking care of me when I was like 4, maybe 5, 6. I don't remember what I looked like, what my ages were. I guess I haven't liked looking at myself for a very long time. And when I had my grandma, she was like 60.